Welcome back to your favorite Tea Time Radio. This is your host, Tea Queen, here for your 7 a.m. news session. Today's tea includes FDA changes, a toxic relationship, and a dive into a young girl's project. Time to change it up with a story from Independent Company. Animals that have been used for research by the Food and Drug Administration at the FDA will now be available for adoption. Under the updated policy, which was adopted in November but not reported by the agency until now, healthy dogs, cats, rabbits, guinea pigs, and some farm animals are now permitted to be transferred to shelters and sanctuaries after they've been used for lab experiments. Previously, the animals were euthanized after being involved in experiments. According to the new guidelines, first reported by The Hill, the policy applies to animals that have completely a research study and have no apparent health and behavior concerns. The FDA's first initiative to retire animals used in lab experiments occurred in January of 2018 when the agency retired 26 squirrel monkeys that had been involved in a nicotine study. Now, to dig up some dirt from ABC News. Courtney Shagarian said she spent years being the loyal wife to Hussein Nayeri, despite what she says was a toxic and abusive marriage. But when her husband became a suspect in a brutal 2012 kidnapping and torture case involving a medical marijuana dispensary owner, Shagarian got the chance to make things right for herself and get justice for those who had been harmed by Nayeri. There's what he did to me, and then there's knowing that I was with that person and stayed in that relationship, and the other things he did to other people as well, she said. During the violent October 2012 incident, policemen say 3 men tied up and kidnapped the dispensary owner, who wished to only go by his first name, Michael, and Mary Barnes, from their home in Newport Beach, California. The perpetrators then brutally attacked Michael while driving to the Mojave Desert, where they believed Michael had buried $1 million cash. Let's listen in on a story from CNN. Anushka Talwar first knew her dad as only a distant voice. Born premature at 27 weeks, she spent her first 3 months of life inside an incubator at the neonatal intensive care unit. But every day her father would sit beside her, talking, singing, and reading stories. His voice was the only way he could embrace her and create a bond. I saw pictures of him sitting next to the incubator that I was in, just trying to be with me. And that is really important, and so I wanted to help other parents connect with their premature babies. Libraries for reading aloud. For her Girl Scouts service project, Anushka decided she would create mini libraries of children's books for the hospital and neonatal intensive care units. I thought I would collect 100 books, and I went house to house and asked many people as I could, Anushka said. At first it was quite hard, but I didn't give up. So if anyone wants to do a project like this, just don't give up. I ended up collecting 450 books. This was more than enough for 2 mini libraries. Alright, looks like it's time for a commercial break from our sponsors, Snapple. Have you ever had a drink and had the flavor just explode in your mouth? Well, that's what you get from a nice, cold Snapple. Perfect for any time, weather, or occasion, and loved by the whole family. Alright, welcome back. Now I'm craving a Snapple. Well, time to hear my opinion on our news stories from today. Those animals deserve a home, don't you think? I love that they're doing this, giving these animals a life outside of testing and cages. This is something that definitely brings a smile to my face because every animal deserves a happy life with a family and a home. And now they can get that. Aye, though. This poor woman, she knew she was in a bad relationship and she stuck through it. I'm glad he got caught and she was able to stand up for not only herself, but for others as well. And I feel so bad for Michael. They didn't even get any cash out of him. They did this all for the idea and found out there was none. And the third story, stories like these are the ones that will make me cry, you know? It's just so heartwarming to see people doing things out of kindness for others, especially at such a young age. And the fact that she wanted to make these libraries and continued to even after it got hard, it just warms up my heart. Well, looks like that's all for you today, tea lovers. I'll see you tomorrow morning at 7 a.m. for tea time with your tea queen.